Here in the Old Mission Church, there are large mirrors, as you can see, placed on the three sides of the sanctuary. And their purpose is to reflect the sunlight from outside, thus filling the sanctuary with light. The mirrors themselves are not the light, but they reflect the light. As John the Evangelist points out in today's gospel, that was the whole role of John the Baptist in relationship with Christ, the light of the world. As the evangelist wrote, John the Baptist came to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He himself was not the light, but he came to testify the light. That is the light of Christ. It seems that the Baptist had only one thing on his mind. And he was so focused on the coming of the Messiah that the first thing he thought of saying when asked, "Who are you?" was, "I am not the Christ. I am not the Christ." "Well then, who are you?" he was asked. And quoting the prophet Isaiah, he answered, "I am the voice of one crying in the desert, make straight the way of the Lord." At our baptisms, you and I became, if you will, like mirrors here in the Mission Church. Mirrors that do not reflect the sunlight from outside, but mirrors that reflect the Son of God, the light of the world. On this Rejoice Sunday, St. Paul in our second reading tells us how we might reflect the light of Christ in our lives and our relationships with one another. He said or wrote, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, in all circumstances give thanks." So joy, prayer, and thanksgiving are to be the pattern of life for all who await the day of the Lord's coming. Paul goes on to say, "Do not quench the spirit within. Refrain from every evil." Simply put, if we would not be comfortable in saying or doing or thinking things in Jesus' presence, then don't do it. Then don't do it. If we follow Paul's advice, we will be good mirrors reflecting the light of Christ into our homes, in office and school, wherever we go. And in so doing, we will draw others to the love of Christ, as did John the Baptist. Just as John the Baptist prepared the world for Christ's light, so we too today must do the same, thereby becoming beacons of hope for the world, a world desperately in need of hope. For example, our hope that a just solution could be found in resolving the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. It was there that the Prince of Peace was born. In the era before modern navigation, the stars guided the sailors home. If we let Christ's light shine through us, we can be a similar beacon for so many who wander about aimlessly. We can be the stars they safely follow home. So as we continue to prepare for the Lord's coming, let us let the light of Christ shine or burn brightly within us. As the little children sing, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine."